What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha. I'm here with tonight's All Tea All Shade Married to Medicine Season 5 Episode 4 review. So, start off this episode with Jackie being asked how she's doing by a patient. You know, the lady's getting all up in her business, giving her words of encouragement, but the whole scene was so scripted. And I don't like these reality shows using people's real life horrible, experiences for ratings, and the stars of this show allowing them to do that, because that scene was so scripted. Just like on this past week's episode of Black Ink Crew with Don's sister committing suicide. Apparently this happened in December of 2016. So they reenacted the scene, pretending like he got the phone call right then and there. I just don't feel comfortable with stuff like that. It's just certain things are just off limits when it comes to reality television. And if it's not happening right there in the time, I don't feel like it's appropriate in most cases to go back and reenact certain situations. I just don't feel comfortable. So Toya Eugene and his stomach went on a picnic. And I can talk about it because I'm fat too. So she apparently has $150 budget a day for spending money. And I'm like, how you niggas supposed to be paying out the IRS and this bitch get $1,050 a week in a fucking allowance? Like, bitch, you balling. Like, you act like you working a full-time job, my nigga. And I know being a parent, being a mother is a full-time job, but shit, bitch, you living really nice. I mean, to basically probably do nothing, because Sawyer don't look like she do shit. So she wants him to think about her when he masturbates. He says he does majority of the time. And I just don't want to envision this pork belly motherfucker over there jerking off on his Vienna sausage size dick, because he looked like his dick is like the size of my pinky finger. Like, no thank you, no ma'am. You look like you lift up that stomach and it smell like eraser backs. Like, no ma'am. So she brings up her dad and wants her father to acknowledge that his actions with women gave her a different view on sex and relationships and all this old ghetto ass pimp shit that her daddy and her got going on. Her and her daddy have a really interesting relationship. So Quiet is at the house cooking up a storm for her cookbook. Food looked really delicious. She wants Gregory to try her dish to get some feedback. He, of course, tells her the food is good. She brings up him feeling like what Curtis did was okay. He keeps on bringing why Curtis probably did it, and Quiet is pissed like any other woman would be. Because, like, why do you keep on giving this nigga passes and excuses for why the fuck he felt it was okay to go out here and stick his old PE teacher dick in some little young bitch on Jackie's dime? Bitch, please. So he then says he knows it's wrong, but but wait a minute, what was it? But there's exempt to every rule. Curtis was begging for Jackie's attention and was unhappy and this, and that. Now, we're not going to sit up here and act like they did not have problems in their marriage, but you're not going to sit up here and blame Jackie for everything. They both played a part in why their relationship was faltering. Jackie wanted children. He did not want her to have children of her own. Mind you, this nigga got a child. So he got that fulfillment of having his own child. He never got that chance to have a child. You know, she wanted to move in, her penthouse in the sky. He didn't want that. He wanted to move into a regular ass house in the suburb. She sacrificed that for him. She made her sacrifices for this relationship too that she was not happy with. His side of the story was, she wasn't at home. She wasn't spending enough time for time with him. But shit, if she don't fucking work, how can you afford this beautiful ass house that you live in, not on your goddamn teacher budget, sir? So the problems in their marriage are both their faults. And I don't like that Gregory, somebody's psychiatrist, thinks the way that he does. Ugh. Quiet gets up mad and says dinner is done, the romance is over, and he wishes that she would quit bringing Curtis up to him. And I wish she would stop it too, because I'm starting to look at Quiet sideways, because I feel like she's using Jackie's storyline for her own, because her and what's that nigga name? Gregory ain't really got no problems for real, and she's using Jackie's storyline to have some type of discord in her own home. She says she wants him to appreciate her more. He says he does. He says he pays all the bills and says she on court note, and that, she offered to pay the mortgage for a year. He wouldn't take the check, and she feels like he does that so he can be able to hold, money over her head. He says she doesn't connect with him And when he busts his ass to take care of her and has been taking care of her since the day they met, she says she takes care of herself. He says he can understand when a nigga ain't getting what he's supposed to get at the house and how he feels he needs to do something else. And he says she's disrespectful and don't appreciate shit. And he's throwing out mad and getting his little kiosk, his little hot day and drive the fuck off. Let me tell you one thing. That whole scene for me was scripted as fuck. He damn near like he was about to start laughing when he was in that little hallway calling himself, going off on somebody, his throat up her screeching and shit. You can't take a nigga like him seriously, looking like goddamn Michelangelo, one of the goddamn Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Bye for niggas. That whole thing was scripted. So Cecil and Simone sit down. Now this shit was real. And they sit down and talk. She says there's a side of him that people don't get to see. He says the nasty side for her. She feels he places all the blame on her and doesn't own up to his part of why their marriage is crumbling. He says she doesn't either. She says she doesn't spend her time criticizing him. He tells her she don't clean up the house, doesn't have enough sex, and don't listen. He feels the issues is they're growing apart. And I feel like once again, they both have valid reasons of why their relationship is not working. She says every weekend they're together when she isn't on call. And I'm like, you gotta be together more than just on the weekend, sis, in order for it to work. He points out how she constantly is busy during the week and how even when she is around, she's really not there. She brings up him not being accommodating when she wants to spend time with him. And it's basically just like a tit for tat thing between them two. I feel like they can work through their issues, but there's just so much built up animosity and hurt there between them two that they have to work through. She gets mad and leaves once the argument really starts, taking off because he won't take responsibility. And like I said, you can tell the emotion and shit there is real between Cecil and Simone, and that their marriage problems are absolutely 100% real. Jackie and Simone have lunch. Jackie tells her that Curtis wants to come back home to talk. Fuck Curtis. Simone tells her she'll make it through, although, everything is looking tough right now. She's been through far worse, and she'll get through this as well. Simone suggests that they take a girls' trip to New Orleans. Heavenly talks to Allura about grown folks shit she don't need to be having conversations with her about. Allura suggests that she apologize to Toya for accusing her of being messy. Miss Renee, Donnell Jones' mama, who is Contessa's nanny, housekeeper, confidant, drinking buddy, sit down with Contessa while she's packing for this girl trip. Miss Renee hopes that, the girls can bring out her Dr. Gangsta bitch, and I want to see Dr. Gangsta bitch too. Cecil comes home or comes by Simone's house. They south house, north house, whichever the motherfucking house that nigga ain't never at. As she's packing and she tells him about the trip, he didn't even know shit about it. That's how bad their marriage is getting. He thinks there's a lot going on and that it's not a good time for her to be leaving, going on a trip. And she basically like, you don't tell me everything you doing, I'm about to go deal with it. And I don't know what to say about their goddamn relationship. So the ladies are in New Orleans. They plan to work on themselves and not live in the past. Simone asks Quad what flaws she has, and she says she don't know. I'm like, I could point out a few. That terrible wig on your head, one of them, honey. They decide to stay at the Saint Hotel, and the suites were gorgeous. But let me tell you one thing that I did not approve of. I'm with Heavenly. I'm not staying in no goddamn Lucifer room with no goddamn devil on the damn doorknob. Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. Not my Jesus. Not I. I won't be staying in no goddamn Lucifer room. Shit, bitch. Ain't no spirits about to crawl up in my ass in the middle of the night and fuck the shit out of me. Nope, not I. Nuh-uh. I don't play that type of shit. So Contessa arrives and Heavenly does not want her there. She is such a bitch. Simone had them pick straws to decide the rooms that everybody be staying in. Heavenly ends up in a room with Quad and Contessa to her displeasure. The girls then head out for drinks. Toya tells them the 3 good reasons Eugene gave her to masturbate, and everybody want to throw up their goddamn hurricanes because don't nobody want to know shit about Eugene little ass dick. Don't nobody want that shit. Hell, bitch, you don't even want it. You only over there with it because you ain't got no other office. So, she then asks Jackie, your husband cheated. What's the difference between your husband cheating and my husband jacking off opposed to having sex with me? Excuse you, dumb bitch? Like, what? Like, first of all, why would you even ask her some stupid shit like that? Why do you keep on bringing up this woman's husband cheating on her every 5 minutes? Like she want to be reminded of that shit. Like it ain't sitting in her spirit all day the fuck long. Oh, she's so stupid. So Jackie is sitting there flabbergasted that she even had the nerve to open her ugly ass Medea lips to ask her some shit like that. And Jackie says, the difference is there's not another person involved. Duh, you dumb bitch. And she says, too, the risk of going outside of your marriage and getting an STD is a problem. Would you rather he cheat? I mean, I'd rather have my nigga over here wanking off every goddamn day than be fucking some other bitch. Nigga, jack the fuck off. Hell, I help you, goddamn it. While I'm up here doing these reviews, I might be over here jacking my husband off. Shit, just to keep that nigga satisfied. Shit, you got to sometimes do double duty up in this bitch. So Toya says, I mean, he don't have time to cheat. He jack off all the time. And Jackie says, did that put you in a vulnerable position for you to cheat? I mean, because that's really the question. Toya says, I feel my needs are being met and I look to my left. He's hot. I tell you, girl, Toya be out here probably cheating her ass off. Toya then asks Quad how often she's getting it at home. And Quad go like, bitch, I'm not telling you that shit because low, truth be told, I don't like my husband either. I don't want that goofy looking ass nigga neither. I don't like fucking that nigga. Shit, but I ain't gonna tell y'all that. So Toya gets attitude because she won't divulge her, her sexual secrets and says she ain't gonna say shit else like nobody cared. Like, don't nobody want to hear that shit no way. So Simone asks, does anybody want to get anything off their chest? And Heavenly and Contessa start going back and forth. And Heavenly says she can't fuck with a person she feels blatantly lied on her. Toya then says, that's how I felt. You did me at the park. She feels like Heavenly was aggressively attacking her and brings up Heavenly calling her messy. And Heavenly then says, you are messy. I mean, that's not a lie if I feel it's true. And then this crazy bitch then goes into apologetic mode and apologized to her for misreading her intentions when it came to Contessa and calls her a good friend and they hug and kumbaya, my lord. And the episode goes off. I give tonight's episode of Married to Medicine a C. It was alright. Next week hopefully it will be lit because Mariah ass is back and I live for shady ass Mariah and her baby doll weaves and wigs. That weave be rough as fuck. She had that doll hair in her head. Oh my god, her weaves be terrible. But let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode of Married to Medicine down below in the comment section. Let's have a discussion. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you all tomorrow for Spill the Tea at 5 p.m. Central Time live on YouTube. Love you guys. Bye.